Hey everybody, a big Thursday update here. Tony George, March Madness well underway, especially here in Las Vegas with conference tournaments all over town. I'll be attending, and we're going to talk about one of those in the West Coast Conference here for a free pick today. We're going to discuss, like we have all week long, numerous games here and some takes and give you some leans as well. Be sure and get over to DocSports.com here on a Thursday. We give you a free $60. Get hooked up for conference tournament weekend and small conferences and mid majors. And the big boys start next week. Scott Spreitzer and I today will be at the Doc Sports studio. We'll be taping 3 marquee matchups and doing an ACC conference preview. Tomorrow, here from the house, we'll do a NASCAR preview on the Phoenix race this weekend as well. Maybe later today and put that up as we gear up for a big weekend in NASCAR. And, of course, XFL right around the corner as well. Last night, your free pick won. Told you about these crazy lines out there. Interesting. Both Kentucky and Auburn, the 2 leaders in the SEC conference this week as huge favorites, lost both their games straight up. We took Texas A&M yesterday as a 12.5-point dog, and they won straight up. You know, I got a lot of flack last week on a video I did with Scott Spreitzer about the Auburn-Kentucky game, and I said Bruce Pearl was not that good of a coach. Now, I don't like him as a head coach. I think he fouled their games away. They play from behind and come back and win. You know, a lot of overtime games, heart attack games. They're not a good cover team. And took a lot of flack for that from some people, and the SEC people in general. South of Mason-Dixon line, very passionate about their teams, and I understand that. I'm from Nebraska. I've been a Cornhusker my whole life. I'm an alumni of the university, so I understand about passion for college sports, but and your favorite team, but you need to park that aside and take a look at what's real. But I find that very interesting that the 1 and 2 teams in the SEC both lost straight up as huge favorites this week. And you're going to see a lot more of it. How about Kansas last night? Did not cover. We talked about them. And the big guy played and had 31 points and 18 boards and 5 blocks. Still didn't cover against TCU. Kansas just does not put people away. They haven't all year. Had a couple of big blowout wins against nobodies, but, you know, just saying. You know, it's that time of year. We got the win for you. Swept the board yesterday in all sports. NBA, Memphis crushed Brooklyn. We needed that win. And we swept another 2-0 day, 4-0 our last 2 days, plus $1,400 for a $100 player. Much needed in college basketball. Got a couple of big wins for you yesterday, and the NHL had the Caps the Caps and the Flyers over. So today, quickly, triple header, flat bet, 3 units each down the board. College basketball, Pac-12 game, Missouri Valley tournament, Arch Madness. Arch Madness starts in St. Louis. I always kick ass and take names in this tournament. I have a totals play in round 1 here in Arch Madness from St. Louis today in the Mo Valley. And we have a Mountain West game as well that's going on right here in Las Vegas. Let's take a look at a couple of games here tonight. And we like Drake at 2.5. They shot up to 4.5 against Illinois State. Illinois State does not play well away from home. Drake avenging a loss last week to Illinois State. Just couldn't pull the trigger on that. Really like that, but it's shooting up. It's probably going to be at 5 or higher. And you might want to take a look at the underdog if it gets to 5 or higher. Just an initial thought. Also, in town here, New Mexico taking on Utah State. These two played to a 66-64 game total, 147, basically 2 games ago. Obviously, New Mexico played last night out here and beat San Jose State. 13-point win, scored 79 points. Utah State, one of those teams that's going to be dangerous in this tournament. I would lean over 145. I know the last game was only, 66-64. So 130 points total, 147. They adjusted it down. but both these teams can flat out score. They're both averaging 152 a game on the season combined. I think it's going to be one of those nights where New Mexico's going to have some tired legs, and we know Utah State can put up some points, and New Mexico can too. And New Mexico travels well. They're catching 11.5 there. Might be a bit too many, but I kind of lean over in that one. And your official free play out here in Las Vegas. Hello. Going to this game tonight. How about Santa Clara taking on Portland? Top of the morning to you. Coming to you early today. Portland's last win was January 14th. Since then, they've went 0-14. They've lost twice to Santa Clara. Santa Clara is a good team. Now, both teams could be potentially missing big-time scores tonight. But Portland does not have the depth that Santa Clara does in this game. I see Santa Clara at -7 early. That's why I'm putting this out. I think Santa Clara gets all over them. Santa Clara is a decent basketball team. I think they're sitting around 4th, maybe tied for 4th or 5th or 4th in this conference. I didn't look this morning. But bear in mind that Santa Clara is a great March team. 12-2 against the spread their last 14 games in March. 6-3 their last 9 games as a favorite. And they're 7-3 against the spread against Portland overall the last 10. I'll take Santa Clara tonight against a team that can't get out of their own way. I'll lay the number. That'll be your free pick here today. Tonight in the NBA, Rockets, Clippers, 4-unit pick, triple header in college basketball, flat bet, 3 units across the board. Let's get it done. Tourney time. And, of course, NHL, let's win another one. 3-unit pick in the NHL tonight. DocSports.com is where you need to be. Scott's videos that I'm doing with myself will be up later today on this channel. Tune in to all of them.